Hello and welcome back. So, I hope you have a good day because I have. I have just recently found a lot of pictures from Japan. Okay, so we will take a look now. Hold on. We will take a look at the ruins of Japan. There is lots of them, very much, and I don't have time to go over them all in one video because it will be too fucking long then, and I don't think you wanna stay and look at my stupid ass for 2.5 hours, 5 hours, I don't know. So this video will probably be around 1 hour, maybe a little more, maybe less, I don't know. But it's really interesting because you have like a whole different style of architecture down in Japan. Or not down, because it's not down, it's just over there somewhere. I don't know which location, but because we live on a plane and shit. So it's really interesting. You can see the evidence the same as we see all around everywhere. It's the same shit. So Japan was hit as well. It's very interesting to see. So that's for today's video. We will look at that fucking shit. And also, hold on, I just realized I forgot to do so you can fucking see here. Also, I uploaded all my photos from all my previous videos to this site here, the Tartarian Meltdown video photos. It's like the Google photo thing. So if you are a person who likes to look at the pictures yourself, so you don't have to look at my retarded scrolling, jumping around, and my drawing like a fucking 2-year-old, then you can go to this site here and find all of my pictures here. You can click them and... What the fuck is that? Oh, sorry. There. You can click them and see them for yourself. So I will put a link down in the description for that. If you want to check it out, you are free to join here. You can comment, you can... Here is the chat, you can chat whatever you want with other people, the Eagle Eye crew and stuff. And down below in the description you will also find links to 2 channels. And that's When the Buildings Cried. His name is Jerry, as you probably know. And then you have Spartan Red, that's Derek. Go and check out their channels too if you like what you see here. All this shit. The evidence of the heat damage, the ruins, and all that kind of fuckery we have on this plane. It's too much evidence to deny this now, so we have to just try to expose it. And also, if you have Instagram, you can check me out there. This is my page, the Tartarian Meltdown. You can see it up on the screen too. I might actually just remove that because we don't need that anymore. This can go away. So now it's gone. Here you will see me post all kinds of stuff, like you have some funny memes like this one, blah 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 blah, and I expose different kind of truth, just not only the melted building thing. It's like, here is a picture of Tartarian architecture, for example. You can see, you can just go and check it out for yourself if you have Instagram. I expose pedophilia. Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff. You see I have 2,500 posts almost, so it's everything there. And you also get access to the DMs if you want to like chat and stuff. If you have like something to share or anything you want to tell me, because it's those back and forth conversations doesn't work too well on YouTube with the comments. But I appreciate the comments when you give me a nice feedback. So continue with that. Whoever you know who you are. So yeah. So that was my blah blahing for this video. So now I will go to the fucking pictures here, and we can start to look at pictures, do some drawing like a 2-year-old. I'll just make it ready here, and we can talk. We can swear some cuss words, and we can talk some shit about the brain dead mask people, because we like that here on this channel. Okay, so then we just get started. And what you see here is these bricks turn into these stones here. More blocky at the corner. You see they expand, and this one is blocky here. It's the same here. Here you have blocks. Very dried out. All the mortar melted into this. We got some rock balloons. Balloon rocking. That's a good new word here. The steps all turned into these blocks. And you see this construction here. You see how it's wooden. It's made of wood. But you can't really see too much damage here, honestly. And that I find that weird, because they heated this shit to the bricks, but to the wood, it's just like it doesn't really care about the wood for some reason. I will show you more pictures later from the wood, and we have seen it before too, that you see the wood still in there. So it's like, shouldn't there be like burn marks, scorch marks, and like, shouldn't it catch on fire here? I just find it weird and interesting, so I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, you see the damage. All you see here, all those stones and blocks, those used to be red bricks, as you know. And here is the same thing. You see all the rocks here. All this was red bricks. Nobody would have built it like this. Not even me. I was about to say not even the masked people, but maybe they would, because they actually, in today's society, when they are building walls, they try to copy the look of this. I have shown you that in a previous video. Like, I think it was the evidence of Tartaria in my area. There you see a modern wall, and it looks exactly like this. So we are too dumb in this society now. So we try to copy the look of this destruction here, the devastation from this X Factor event, because this isn't pretty. This is very, very, very disgusting in my view. Okay, it's ugly as fuck. But they build modern houses, and like, some of the houses look pretty nice, even in today's, not compared to Tartaria and the old one, but like, they have nice houses. And then they have walls and shit built like this, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like destructions. I can't understand why they do that, but you know how dumb they are. So I think that's why. Here you see a rock balloon here. You see over the entrance or the doorway or pass through or whatever you wanna fucking call it. Same shit, you know what I mean. You see it turn into a big goddamn block here. Blocks here. Windows almost swollen shut here. The steps also turn into blocks. Yeah, big block here, and yeah, you see what you see. This is just showing you evidence. And here, the picture was called something Hiroshima ruins, yeah. And you know, the official narrative says it was a atomic bomb, nuke in World War II, but we know they all can go and fuck off with that story. But this is a Tatarian building. You see the dome, towers to the domes here, the dome. And what you also see here is, what do you see? And here. Red brick! That you see. Just had to, sorry. So yeah, this is a Tatarian building and it's fucked up. You see had exterior concrete finish and concrete molds, and yeah, it's ruined. But it's not old, okay? Just ruined. And here I found this very interesting, because you see this wooden roller coaster here. And all the growing. Did they have like amusement parks or theme parks or whatever back in Tartaria? I think they might have, because they had everything. It was like heaven on earth. So is this a Tatarian roller coaster? And since what I said about the wood, the X Factor didn't hit or affect the wood too much, and this is all built by wood. Only the rails is like steel or metal, some kinds of metal. So is this Tatarian? Could be. Just wanted to put it in there. This is from 1880 something, suck my dick, I think. And it's they show like the first American roller coaster or something, but we know all the what the official narrative says about 1880s and 90s and late 1800s is like all the Tatarian buildings were built in that time frame. But John Levy have debunked that long time ago, and many others as well. We know it's bullshit. They are old world buildings and we just found them. So this one too. Is this a photograph or is it a depiction? I think it's a depiction. But I say 86 or something? And is it Tatarian just? This roller coaster? Yeah. I think so. But I don't know. I can't confirm it. We have to look more into it. I just wanted to show you because it was interesting to me. Here's the rock balloons. Fuck, there's hair all over my fucking place here. Turning into blocks. Blocks. Yeah, you see the damage. Block. All these ruins, and here is melted building, melted down here. Down. So yeah, you see here. You already know what's going on here, so yeah. Here, rock ballooning. Turning into stones. Here is people, and they have no idea what they are walking on here. That's the sad part. I wish I could just go there and tell them and get denied because they are brainwashed, but that's how it is. So you see the rocks and rock balloons and blocks, so it's the same as we see everywhere. And here it looks some of this looks partly New York, but I think it's all Tatarian, because like here you see, isn't this rebars? Is that what they yeah, that's what they attached the fucking concrete molds with, yeah. Yeah, you see it here too. Rebars in here. And here you see the rebars. But I can't see the bricks here. Is it bricky or is it just concrete? The whole thing. But you see those. Those are red bricks turned into blocks. That's easy to see. Very heat damage and shit. Can't deny that shit. Maybe they all was just covered by concrete attached with the rebars here. And here you see a blasted chunk of red bricks here. Here you see some red bricks. Over there you see them turn into blocks. Up here turn into blocks and stones. Here is a rock curtain here. And here, totally blasted. A pocket of survival on the top. Here, blocks and devastation. And here the ground is liquid building. And here you see it's going like Tetris wall here. Especially on the corner, they have formed very nice blocks. Here they are a little bit rocky still, but they would all, on the top here you see it, it would turn into this Tetris walls and look like they cut. Yeah, you know what it looks like when you have all these weird angles and shit and they still fit together. Like people think they built it that way, but it's just melted red brick. But what you see on the top here is the part that survived here. And this bridge. And here you see the same going Tetris wall here. Very soon it will be a nice Tetris wall. So yeah, we scroll here, destroyed, churning here, turning into a mess, going blocky on the sides here. So this is like a wall here, and it looks like this now. Here is liquid building flowing down like lava. And here all this turned into this shit. The bricks, this was bricks and now it's blocks. You can see here, having some holes here because it started to come apart. Here you see a little Tetris also, like weird shapes into each other here, but still very full of holes. Here too, going Tetris here and here. And this stairs, I don't know if that's like New World Order or old. I think it's newer. Put that here. Probably a red bricks under, or it was the wood that survived. I don't know. Can't really see it. It looks very nice though, but not this. The bricks does not look nice. And here you see blocks, big blocks here, and you see the rails here. It's like yeah, concrete. It's like it's a lot of not concrete. Tetris walling in Japan. I noticed. And you have the steps here, which that must be a red brick steps with exterior concrete finish or concrete molds on. That managed to survive. It looks like what they call granite here almost. It turned the fucking heat turned it into goddamn granite. And here, just see how it turned into this, like block lines here. And it wanted to cut them into blocks. And here, you see all these fucking blocks here. All here, and here is very, very melty. You see here, below it, it's melting down, like becoming very liquid down here. And then it hardened up very fast for some reason. And we get this, what we call mountain, which it's not. So just see how it wavy here, layers. See all the fucking holes. Just fucking see here. You gotta be blind, please. You see under here, there is a part of the building, and all this just pours over it, creating a rock curtain here. Because nobody fucking built in here. Why would I do that? the building is melting over itself, and you gotta open your fucking eyes if you can't see it. Because we are getting tired to live with people who can't see it. It's very annoying because they're too dumb. They're too fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm getting very tired of it. See the blocks? See here? Want to go into block lines here. More blocks, melted as shit. And a building on top. This is almost the same picture. And here you get more blocky red bricks here. Used to be red bricks, now they are blocks. A lot of concrete here also. You see this shit? All damaged. Very fucked up here. See here? The mortar is starting to be squeezed out here. Going a little Tetris here. Here it's melting very hot here. Very hot. You can see they start to melt into each other here. Before the heat just disappeared very fast. Look at this. Very hot here. And then you see some fucking buildings here. Steps. It's all heat damaged. All this heat damage. You see the blocks. Look at the waves here. Wave block lines. But here you see red bricks that survived. So just by seeing here in this place, we know that all this was red bricks. We already knew, but this is the evidence here. You wouldn't build it like this fucking wall here and then use red bricks somewhere else. You build it by just only the red bricks. It's much nicer, much better, much easier. And here you see the blocks again, and here the red bricks. More blocks. Here you see some fucking steel things and stuff, so, and here. And you don't see that too often from the Tatarian buildings, but I guess they used a little steel. They must have used steel on the Crystal Palace and stuff, so they did sometimes. Look at this shit. And here, on all this brick flood here. All this shit was becoming a brick flood, flowing down. Can you see the waves here? Oh fuck, sorry. See the waves? All this was coming down like this. Coming down here. Wanted to flow downhill here. All this shit would have come apart. Look here, it's nothing. You see all this? This is like stones like this, and they used to be here. That was bricks, and then they flowed down, and now they are here. See how it flowed down here? Can you see it? Because I can. And I know a lot of you can, but can you? A lot of the other people can see it. But can you? Rock balloons, rock balloon, rock balloon, rock balloons. Here, all this melted bricks turned into blocks, rock balloon there and there. All this was red bricks. And here too, you see how they formed these blocks, and they was viscous and all that, almost like it looks almost like it was built that way, but it was not. This one got very hot and turned into this. But you see here is only rocks and shit. So why would you build this one like this and then stop and then we just throw stones here in a fucking pile and let it have it and let's have it that way. It doesn't make fucking sense. See at the melting here, all this got swollen started to melt down, and now it's a mountain, or what we call a mountain, but it's just bricks. And here it happened the same shit, and up there, just look at this, all these blocks. See here, some of them are just have no color left. It got cooked as shit. And here you see the red bricks, so we know what it was built of. Here, very holy, very damaged, very damaged. Big blocks here, very big blocks. See the blocks and all the holes, and it's just stones and blocks now, when it used to be red bricks. But the you know, the people that I don't like, they think it was built like that. You see the same thing here. Those people, you know who I'm talking about, they think they build this, which is a destroyed wall here. It looks not nice at all. It's very ugly. And then they built this at top, which looks still nice. So if they are capable of building this one in this nice architecture and the details and stuff, looks so nice, why would they build a ugly ass fucking wall as this? Why would they do that? Can't they build the wall also nice? I can't understand how these retards are thinking. I don't think they are thinking at all. That's the problem. So what can we do with them? What can we do? I don't know. Look how it formed blocks here. Look at the top, big blocks. And here, rock ballooning as fuck here. Expanding from the heat. And that's the result. This is almost the same place as we saw earlier, with up here and stuff. But you see this shit. So it's Tatarian. The red brick, the nice arches and stuff. So that's the evidence you need. But it's, look at the destruction here. Very damaged. And here you see, we have seen this before. It's clearly a melted building. Melted down here. If you can't see this is a melted building, and if you think they carved in here into a mountain, then you don't have a brain actually, or eyes. Because just hold on, just see how it melted down here, all downhill. And I zoom in here. Can't you see this is fucking melted here? Just look how smooth it is, just like a fucking, yeah, it's a brick flood, melted building flood. That's what it is. Nobody carved shit here. Just look. I don't look at this. There is no opening left almost, and this just goes in here, and there's nothing there. Those people are too dumb. That's why I always spend time alone, because why should I spend time with brain dead people? It's just too crazy. And here all turned into blocks here, and here you got the brick floods. Not mud flood, but brick flood. And up here all turned into blocks. Here you see the same, blasted all this into these rocks and blocks here. See the blocks? Little rock ballooning and blocks and shit. Then it just stopped. It came up to here. This is wooden, I think. So this is like untouched here. Then up to here. And this just survived. All this shit. This looks like untouched. So it's like, it's weird how selective it is. Look here at the steps. It's all bricks. And you see the ground is not even here. It's flowing down from the right and down here. Brick flood, liquid building. Here you see a liquid building, and just see the rock ballooning here. Expansion of the fucking blocks, the fucking bricks here and on the other side. But see the wood here. Here it looks almost like you can see some change in color or something. Or is it just dirty? I don't know. You see up to here. Is it water damaged? Because they stopped taking care of it maybe. I don't know. Here is the other angle. You see up to here. Down here. At the bottom you can see like it's a different color here. But it's still here. It's just wooden. It's wood. So why did it survive? I don't know. Here you see concrete molds. And you see this fence here. Rails is concrete. But it looks like they have wood here. Between them. Through them here. Yeah? So why did the wood survive? Those are not too badly damaged. You can still see the these carvings here. Or it's just a mold, it's not carving, sorry. But you can still see the symbols and shit. I don't know what it means, but the wood is nice. But it was heat damage, all this. You see even the building here in the background flowing down like fucking brick flood. See all the big blocks? Big fucking blocks here. Big holes. All this. Very damaged, and the ground too. All this was red bricks. And the background here is turned into blocks and shit. It looks more like a Tetris wall back here. Hold on. Just see the fucking blocks here. It's crazy how they can't see this. When they see like pictures like this, and I explain them, explain it, what I see here to them, they're like total in denial. It's so crazy. Look at this angle here. This was like Tetrising this block here. When it's viscous and start to sink down on itself, it creates all these shapes and shit, and then it hardens up, and then you get what we call Tetris walls. And here you see the same. Just a couple of pictures back. Came up here, mangled it, turned it into this fucking shit here, and the same here. Very even also, you see, very level how the heat came up here. But the stuff on the top, oh no, this one, this shit, all this managed to survive. All this, like with no problems at all. I don't know, they might have painted it in recent times and shit, but like there's no signs of damage here. So it's like, what the fuck? It's very interesting. Same thing, heat came from the bottom up here, mangled it to shit. Rock ballooning, going to blocks here, big ass fucking blocks. And up here, is this like a wooden railing here, fence, which is still there. Here, look at the fucking, what happened to the bricks down here on the ground. Crazy. And here they say this was something like this, and you see nothing fucking left here. All the columns and all, it looks like they're melted, you see it? Fucking melted and blasted to shit. But this foundation or whatever is still here, so it's like, why? This was like heat from the top, more from the top than the bottom here, because this is like not too bad shape. So it's crazy. All destroyed, rock balloon, stones, rocks, blocks, block over here, mangled, and this wooden thing is still there. This is still there. And here, concrete molds and blocks here, and here, turning into blocks, and there looks electric, and you have a bird, and here you have more concrete molds here. All this shit. And here shit. They look damaged. And here you have the same. You have this concrete molds, one on each side, and then you have here the upgraded concrete molds on it. But you see here you can see like the different in color here. Was that the heat which did that? You can see some here too. Discoloration, maybe heat did it, I don't know. But it's just wooden and it survived. That's crazy. And here is Tetris wall. You see all these strange shapes here, which the people without a brain, the retards, they think they carved it out in all these shapes and fit it together. But that's not what happened. They melted, got viscous, sunk down on itself, and it did this. This happened. Look at these angles here and shit. You don't do that. It was red bricks. But you see this wooden thing here, which is still here. It still stands here. So that's very weird. Here you see the same Tetris wall here on the bottom, and the building still perfect. No problem with this building. Only the bottom here, bottom part is mangled to this. Here too, Tetris wall. And here is some old Tatarian buildings in Japan. It's starting to be overgrown here. But here you see the red bricks, which is still in pretty good condition. Got like windows up here, exterior concrete finish, and it was a nice building. Fuck. Here you see it again from another angle. And here you can see more heat damage, the color, and around here, look here, the exterior concrete finish. You got the upgraded concrete molds here too, here. And very often you have these nice parks and shit on the outside of these buildings. Like, and when you see it from above, it looks like it was a part of the grid system. That's why they did it. It's very interesting to see that shit. Oh fuck. Scroll, yes. Gyukusendo cave. I can't pronounce that, so I'm sorry if you're Japanese and I just said it horribly wrong, but you can see the name here. And here you have like the brick snot and mortar snot and shit, because it's the inside of a melted building that didn't fill in yet. All this shit would have melted down and filled it in, but it hardened up mid-air here while it's still dripping down. Then it hardened up like 1 second and it just froze in time. It's very strange how that happened. But this is the evidence that this is the evidence that that happened, and you even have water in it, which looks very clear to me, flowing down from here and down, up from here I mean, and down here. So you still get water from many of these buildings, which is a mystery to me how that happens. Here, mangled building. Fuck, there is a goddamn fly. Jerry, I know what you mean now. Jesus fucking Christ, that was annoying. There was like a fucking fly. Okay, some small fucking bug or something. Maybe a spy drone, but that doesn't matter because I'm already getting spied on there. This is a fucked up building. And yeah, you see the destruction here. You have the openings like arches here or something, entrances and shit. And yeah, it's totally mangled. You can see the melting down here. Yeah, we have seen this before, kind of the same evidence. So we go on. And here, see different kinds of different layers of heat. Just look how these 3 layers here are completely white, almost all of them, no color left. They are still gray, then white on the top. And yeah, you see the destruction. It was all perfect red bricks, and now it looks like this. Look down here on the melting here, for fuck's sake. Can't you see this is fucking melted? Can't you see it? This is some new shit they built here. And here you see, yeah, the melting down and shit. So we go on to the next. Here, melted down. Melted down. Brick flooding down here. From both sides. But the bridge and this it's still here. And we got water also. Fuck. Scroll. Big fucking blocks here. Big fucking rock ballooning blocks. And here is smaller one, but more square, and big blocks and brick flooded ground here. Melted here. Created nice blocks here. This and here. You can see the blocks. I don't have to explain this picture for you. Just see how all this was red bricks and turned into this crazy ass blocks here. Insane. And if you can't see this is fucking heat damaged. If you can't see this is fucking heat damage, and that I'm talking to you now, then you must be a NASA believer. Just see here. See this? This is a melted fucking block that got completely devastated. But you must be a NASA believer if you can't see this is fucking melted red bricks here. Heat damaged. Just look at it. The shapes here. This is like all straight. Then you see here it's like melted. You're dumb. And this was, I think they call this something mine. Something. It was a mine, is what they call it, and that's if that's true. That's because they are mining out the minerals from these melted buildings and shit. But you still see the bricks here, very melty. And here. But you find all this X Factor turned these buildings into all kinds of different shit. It's incredible to see. All kinds of minerals and shit you find. Gold and coal and clay, mud, crystals, shungite, and all that kinds of shit is made from the X Factor event. Okay. Here, very melted, very blocky, and here, we have seen the same thing before here too, and the top, untouched. Bridge, still here. And inside, on the building on the inside here, it's the same. Came up here like a perfect fucking... It's so weird. And this was a Japanese Hotel Royal, and you see clearly can see this is Tatarian, which got the exterior concrete finish and upgraded concrete molds. It's a nice building. Just trashed here. Is it like abandoned? It's crazy. And this is very interesting because you know how we live on top of liquid and melted building, and it's still loose. It's just mud and sand and shit that's just laying there, and it's very loose. So people build on top of it, or they build right under it. And then sometimes you can get like when they send earthquakes on us, the ground can like start to collapse like this, or by a lot of rain and shit, or just when it's want to like get loose, then you get like landslides. And here you see houses and shit. So this whole fucking all this shit just started to slide down here because it's just fucking loose ground here. It's melted liquid building. You shouldn't be building on that. You need something hard and solid. But the people don't know that, so they build wherever. Here you see the same fucking thing. It's all in Japan. Look how the houses here get taken with the flood here. This is what many people call a mud flood, and I'm not going to be an Instagram fact checker, but it's partly true because it is mud which is flooding, but it's also melted building because the mud is from the melted building. So it's a brick mud flood, brick flood, mud flood. That's what it is. Just see the destruction, all the houses. This shit doesn't stop for a fucking house. See here, it's getting loose from the foundation and all, and just getting taken with. So then the house gets buried in this, and then you drown and you die. So it's very dangerous to not know where you build. And yeah, this is the same, just to see how it coming out on the field here. I don't know if there is any videos on this. There might be, because this is like a helicopter footage. And here too, see the road and all this shit just collapsing all around here. All this collapsing down here in this river thing here. It's insane. Look at the amounts here of fucking mud flood. Brick flood, both sides. The road went here, probably a bridge over here or something, and now it's just gone. It's destruction. This is the same place. You just see it came here and created this fucking shit here, all the way to there and here. It was an earthquake, and that made this, shook the ground a little, and it just came loose, and then this happens. So I hope they have learned, those people, the locals here. They have to see that this is the same shit, this whole fucking melted building here. It's all this mud. So it can happen again, so they need to do something, they need to move their fucking house or something. And here it's the same. Here, brick flood, brick mud flood, all over. All the brown spots here is brick mud floods. Crazy. So yes, okay, that was my Japan video, and that was 49 minutes, so it's not too bad. So then I hope you liked it, and please subscribe and hit the like button, hit the bell button so you know when I upload more shit. And check out the channels down below now, since you are done with the video. So now you have time. You don't have to pause it anymore. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.